Hello.
And a cheerful face. But then something to make you angry?
No, I'm not angry. I kissed you, didn't I? I don't kiss people when I'm angry.
Say hello to our friends.
Hello, friends. Hello.
Excuse me, I'm gonna go to the powder room.
Is that a question or a statement?
My, we're in a mean mood, aren't we?
Yes, did the air conditioner go out again?
Or did Tiffany ask you to repaint the entire apartment?
I have not laid eyes on Tiffany all day.
Glad to hear it.
What?
Never mind. You want to tell Nurse Bobby what's ailing you?
What's ailing me is the Port Charles Police Department.
Police are giving you a hard time?
I have a client who's a little bit too headstrong for her own good. Monica Quartermain. That's me.
So which is it, Jake? Is it Monica or the cops that are turning you into a bear today?
I hope that you people will remember one thing. If you ever are unfortunate enough to get into trouble, do not answer any questions unless your lawyer is present. Monica let Captain Lewis question her without me there.
Well, is there any point in telling Anna that Lewis took advantage of Monica?
Anna?
Were you?
Lewis gets his orders from Anna. Anna is harassing Monica indirectly. I just don't like the way this case is going.
So Monica was cool, calm, and collected the whole time?
Oh, yes. And perfectly willing to talk to me without her lawyer being present.
It's really opposite to Sean Donnelly, who was very hot under the collar the whole time.
Speaking of Donnelly, let me amend my statement. You know, she got knocked off her pins when I told her that pottery cup belonged to Sean.
Yeah. Sean was furious, too, when I told him that we found the cup in Alan's plane.
Well, you know, Monica pitched the theory that the cup was probably stolen from Sean and planted in Alan's plane.
Yeah, that's what Sean said, too.
Did he have any other theories about the parachute?
Well, he just reiterated the claim that he'd been set up.
So where do we go from here?
I don't know. I can't let them off the hook, you know, whether it's circumstantial evidence or not. All the evidence points towards Sean, and with Sean, you get Monica.
A package.
Do you think the package is too neat?
I think I'll reserve judgment till I come up with a better theory. How about you? You come up with any other angle?
Yeah.
Yeah?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Okay, care to run it by me?
Well, it's an avenue we haven't explored yet.
Well, let's do that, by all means.
What if Alan Quartermain committed suicide?
We are in a lot of trouble.
Oh, come on, Monica. Don't let Anna and her buddy Lewis intimidate you. That divide and conquer tactic is older than the book it was written in.
And you were sounding like we're guilty of something.
We are not guilty of anything. It's just that I am furious about Anna letting Lewis put you through that third degree again.
Oh, don't worry about me. It's you who should be worried about you. Right now, just your business card lying around is incriminating evidence.
And that's no joke.
That parachute? I don't believe it.
I have been racking my brain about that parachute. It is so blatantly obvious that someone placed it in my warehouse just to be found, that's all.
Okay, well, don't stop there. Go on. I mean, we didn't put it there. You didn't put it there. So who did plant it there? Who is out? Who's setting us up?
That's pretty obvious, too. Edward, Jimmy Lee, or both.
All right, you can go on with that, too. Look, I know that Edward and Jimmy Lee don't like you. In fact, they hate you. They'd like nothing better than to frame you or see you rotting in jail, for that matter. But I know for a fact they would never go to any lengths like killing Alan.
What are you thinking, then?
Well, I don't know. If the police insist that Alan's death was not an accident, and you know you didn't do it, I know I didn't do it, then who did?
Alan have any enemies?
I don't know. None that I know of, John.
All right, then, if you are not aware of any of his enemies, and the only other explanation I can come up with is that Alan committed suicide. Does that shock you?
No, it doesn't shock me because Jake brought that up earlier. And I thought at the time that was pretty logical.
I really have to give Alan credit. I mean, he pulled off that suicide brilliantly, step by step by step. And here we are, the prime suspects.
No. No, we're not, because I don't agree with it.
Why not?
Because I know Alan, John. I know him. He's an egotist. He's too selfish to do away with himself.
Oh, that's great. You just dumped all the guilt back in our laps.
All right, but we just can't sit back, be passive about it.
No, we can't. So we just have to wish each other luck. Because if we don't come up with an explanation fast, we're going to be facing a murder charge, and that is premeditated murder, first degree, love.
I want you to get rid of anything that smacks of cozy or sweet or cute. Got it?
Tiffany, I'm only human. This is an attic, after all. Can hardly expect me to turn it into a chic, high-tech New York loft.
Well, what am I paying you for if you can't?
You're paying me to create an atmosphere that you can survive in, darling. And I certainly hope it's only temporary.
Oh, well, of course it's only temporary. And you've decorated for me before, darling. You know exactly what I want.
Yes, unfortunately, what you want and what you can afford are two different things.
Deandra, have I said one word to you about a limited budget?
No, but if you had money to burn, you wouldn't be living in this godforsaken waterfront hole.
Waterfront hole? I'll have you know that I specifically chose this building on the waterfront. I may write a novel or something.
Or something, I'm sure. Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Wonderful. Now, I don't want you to spare any expenses just because the surroundings are somewhat modest. I still want the best.
Don't worry, darling. When I get through with this place, you'll think you're back on the Riviera.
Perfect. I knew I could count on you, darling.
Oh, unfortunately, I have a weakness for eccentrics. But, darling, do you really think this place is safe?
I wish you'd quit acting like I live in a ghetto. Do you know who lives here?
Who?
Only one of the country's top rock stars, Briscoe Jones.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yes, darling, and you're looking at his mentor.
Really?
Of course, darling. I made him a star.
Tiffany, this is not a good idea. I don't want anyone to see us together.
Edward, I've already told you that we're the only ones in the Brownstone, and this is important.
What's important?
This place.
Well, what about it?
You can't seriously expect me to live in this hole.
Hole? It's a hell of a lot better than the hole I've been living in over at Kelly's.
Well, it's going to take all of my imagination and a great deal of money, but I think I can make it habitable.
Who's she?
Hello. Who's this?
Oh, well, this is my sweet Uncle Horatio. He is being such a darling, he's taking care of all my expenses.
He's what? Uncle who?
Oh, now don't be shy, Uncle. This is my dear friend, Deandra Vantros. She's one of the top decorators in New York, and she has come all the way from the city just to help me survive my stay in Port Charles.
How do you do?
Top decorators.
Oh, don't you worry your sweet little head, Uncle Horatio. We'll have this place whipped into shape in no time, and only for a few $1,000s. Of course, this job is much smaller than anything I've bothered with in years, but since Tiffany and I are old friends...
Tiffany.
Oh, what's the matter, Uncle?
Well, don't worry about me. I've tons of measuring to do.
Am I to understand that after having gone to great expense to bring you all the way here to Port Charles, you expect me to redecorate this place for you?
Well, you certainly don't expect me to live in this hovel as it is.
Hovel? You don't even know the meaning of the word. I've been living in a hovel over there at Kelly's for months now.
Whose idea was it to bring me back here? I mean, who needed who to ensure the success of this little plan?
When the hell are you going to start tracking down Sean Donnelly? That's what I brought you back to Port Charles for.
Are you trying to welch on my deal or what?
Tiffany, she always was a great little kidder.
I think I'd better double check on the bedroom measurements.
Well, I have never welched on a deal in my life. When are you going to begin upholding your end of the bargain?
I have you know that I have been busy. Take a look at this. Every single thing that Sean Donnelly has done, I have tracked since I started.
Well, what about General Hospital?
Well, what about it?
Well, that's where the two of them have been meeting most of the time. Don't tell me he hasn't been going there ever since you started following.
No, he hasn't. But I intend to make that my first stop today after we take care of the business at hand.
But if you're referring to that overpriced interior decorator, I'll take care of her myself. You just get to General Hospital.
So you will make sure that Deandra didn't waste her time coming all the way from New York, Edward.
I told you I would take care of her. We'll work out something. Now, come on, get going.
Edward, I want your word. Unless this place gets redone, the deal is off.
You've got my word.
Why doesn't that comfort me somehow?
Tiffany, what the hell do you want from me? A promise in blood? I told you I'd take care of Deandra. Now you just do your job. The sooner you come in between Donnelly and Monica, the sooner we're both going to be rich. I mean rich enough we can both hire Deandra to decorate our villas in France.
Now, that's the Edward I know and love. Ta-ta.
Okay, be gone, be gone, be gone.
Did Tiffany tell you? I'll need at least 50% on deposit before I do one sketch.
Oh, yeah, she told me. Come on now. This place isn't all that bad as is it?